Welcome friends. Today I'm going to talk about what is Android. And answer lies because everybody knows this answer when we say an Android devices, Android phones, Android smartphone, tablet, Android TV, Android AOT, Auto. Overall, when we say an Android is an operating system. And this answer is known to everybody. Just like an different operating system like Windows, like Mac, like Linux, Android is also an operating system. But when we say an Android operating system, this operating system is specifically designed, developed for small devices. When we say small devices like the smartphone, phone, TV, auto, IoT, Google Glasses. So these all technologies comes with an operating system, and this operating system known with the name of Android operating system. And when we say an Android application programming is a programming that is used to develop and create an application that can run on an Android operating system. This is a very simple scenario, my friend. If we say Windows operating system, in Windows operating system, the application, those who comes with an extension of exe can only run. Same case when we talk about a Mac operating system, DMG file may run. So you cannot run a software that can run on Android operating system, and you cannot run the same software in Mac operating system. The same way is here. When we say an Android, it's an operating system, and when we say an Android application programming, we are talking about an application that can run only on Android operating system. So that's why if you want to develop an application programming that can run on Android, you need to go through Android SDK. That is a software development kit. So whenever you install Android Studio, this SDK comes inbuilt with Android Studio. And an SDK, that is a software development kit, it's a collection of the toolkit that is used to create Android application plus a runtime that is used to run an Android application. And it is very, very simple to create Android application when you use Android Studio, because Android Studio itself well enough to create Android application, and it is solely developed to run only Android application. So when we say an Android operating system, Android operating systems comes with a variety of ranges, as it starting with the starting with the Android 2.3, and then now the Nougat is running currently, and Oreo is also available. So these are the revisions that has been made by the Android developer in case of Android operating system. Same case with the Windows 98, Windows 2000, and then now the Windows 10, or maybe the upcoming version soon it may come. So same thing is here. There is a lot of enhancement, a lot of development has been done in Android operating system, and here we are going to use Android Nougat as well as the Android Oreo. If you want to learn more about Android operating system, you can go with this Wikipedia page, or you can go with the developers.android.com. There are some interesting facts about Android that you need to listen. The first thing is here, Android at the core, at the starting, is not specifically created for the telephones, for the browsing. Actually, this operating system is basically created for cameras. Later on, these people, the Android developers, They realized that, okay, this is if we can have this kind of digital camera, why can't we put the telephonic functionality? Why can't we make this particular device a Wi-Fi? Why can't we browse? Why can't we put in browser? So that's why in 2005 this Android inclusive is taken by the Google, and they launched their first version nearly in about 2008. Since then, the rest is the history. If you want to learn more about Android, if you want to learn more about Android as a general knowledge, you can just make a search in a Google like this. Okay, you can type here facts about Android, and here you will get some of the top 10 interesting fact about that you probably didn't know. And this is from the Fandroid. Okay, this wonderful website, and you will find out here that Google did not create an Android, and the main core founder of Androids are Andy Rubin, Rich Miner, Nick Shears, and Chris White. Android got its name because of the main architect of Android, that is the Andy Rubin. Andy is the nickname of Rubin, so that's why they name it Android. There are some more important facts available here, that the first prototype of Android is look like in BlackBerry, and we know all the names of Android versions comes in the alphabetical order. Expect that whatever the new version is going to become, it is going to be in alphabetical order. So the first and second version of Android, it doesn't have any name. That's why they may call it alpha and beta. And one more point is to remember here, Android 3.0 is only the versions to run on phones. So please go through this link, and you will get a lot of information about a general knowledge about Android. And the basic, and at the core, we can say Android is an operating system, and we use Android Studio to create Android application. And whenever you create Android application, the Java is required. So when you create Android application, you should know Java. You should have a basic knowledge of Java. And if you know Java, my friend, you can easily create Android application. So that's for all today, my friend. From the next tutorial, we will talk about how we can create a very, very simple application, Hello World application, by using Android Studio. Thanks for watching this tutorial. Have a nice day.